The 4-step method to high performance trading is about bulletproofing your daily routines, your executions, your skill set, your mindset, and your beliefs to execute your edge trading in live time. The 7-step daily routine for high performance traders is about developing daily routines and processes, building your headspace, your belief system, your mindset, and your daily habits to bulletproof yourself to master the markets. It's a free audio program. The links are in the description box below. They're both free downloads. Let's get started. G'day traders, Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. Congratulations on a fantastic week so far. It's a non-farm payrolls Thursday. And today a short, brief video, mindset reset, technical video on a couple of key setups. I want to emphasize to traders a couple of very important things. This slide tells you everything you need to know. Markets only do 3 things, and I repeat in every video that I am looking basically for the same signals and setups every single week if I can find them. I like to look for shorting opportunities, and I emphasize simplicity. I am looking for the exact same setups every single week over and over and over again. Now, the signal brings an instrument up on our watch list, and then when I come to my New York session or Asia, if it's a metal on the backside of the week, I'm looking for 1 or 2 great opportunities in New York that are scalable. The importance of rinse and repeat. I don't care what instrument gives me the signal. I'm looking for the exact same setups every week. I repeat, I'm looking for signal days to hopefully find the exact same setups every single week. And why is that? Because there's zero thinking, zero stress, zero emotion, and for the most part, zero management. Traders keep asking different questions, and I repeat the same things, and they take offense to that. And I'm just going to tell you again, I'm looking for the exact same setups over and over and over again. I'm not mixing anything together. I'm looking for 3-day setups. Wednesday's day 3. Day 3 is a setup. It's a signal day itself. I'm looking for one of 2 types, a reversal or a trend trade. I like reversals. 3 sessions, New York. If you're trading London, you may have a 3-session setup that builds up on a British pound cross pair or on a metal or on oil. The same thing applies on the backside or the front side of a new week or a new day. You can have markets closing in breakout, multiple days or single days. Because markets only do 3 things. The breakout's either going to succeed. It could be the front side. It may go 1, 2, 3 days in breakout and reverse on the backside. We can get first red day templates. We can have markets that are already broken down, pump up for a first red day collapse. As I said, I can get a signal day. The train may have already left the station. We'll look at an example of this right now. Now, I mentioned to traders in previous videos, I'll keep encouraging traders to do this little piece of homework. It's not to get a trade. It's to build your muscle memory, understanding that markets only do 3 things. New month, new timing cycle. Draw the high and the low of the first trading day of the month. Any instrument. This is for building your muscle memory. What happens as that month plays out? We're going to see different monthly cycles, markets auctioning on both sides of ranges, markets breaking out, pulling back, and continue to break down, breaking out in the long direction, trading back up into higher time frame levels, daily, weekly, monthly. I talk about day 1, day 2, day 3. Day 3 is a signal. There are day 2 trade setups. We have opening, range, and initial balance. We have signal days. Now, I like to trade reversals. On an inside day, I will only trade the false break reversal. It's Monday, day 1. Now, we have a breakout, a market breaking out of our inside day. Now, what's important to understand is we just went over a slide that said markets only do 3 things. Markets are going to break out, they're going to pull back, they're going to continue to trend. They're going to break out, they're going to fail and reverse. As we saw at the beginning of the new month, that gave traders a first green day thesis on the front side of the new month. We have first red day in a market breaking down, making lower highs and lower lows heading into the new month. The market breaks out, it reverses and fails and pumps back up into our first red day weekly levels. Ending the week with an inside day, breakout, pullback, day 1, day 2. There are 2 types of trades on day 3. Day 1, day 2, 2 types of trades on day 3, trend trades or reversal trades. Talk about daily signals. We have a market in breakout, and we talk about signals on the day. I want traders to understand a very simple concept. Simplicity. low-hanging fruit on the left. If this is a day 3 trend trade, we'll have signals potentially on the day, also potentially a parabolic collapse in a market that has broken outside of our opening range, pumped up, coiled sideways. And remember, an inside day is a consolidation. And it's also a first red day at the end of a month in a first red day higher time frame selling level. As I said yesterday's video, think of this as a end of day trading model. If you were taking a position on a breakout of an inside day, putting an entry and a stop loss in place. Thesis being this market is now on the backside and heading lower. Now I just want to remind traders, I'm looking for the exact same setups every week if I can find them. This is a day 3 trend trade, a market that came out of an inside day signal day. It broke out. It's continuing to break down. We have signals on the day, lower lows. I'm just looking for the simple pump, coil, and dump template. If the train has left the station, now I'm looking for the low-hanging fruit blow off on day 3. Traders from the masterclass will recognize you can only trade in one direction. In a market that has had higher time frame selling up in these levels, breakout, failed breakout, reversal, pumping back up, consolidation, breakout, breaking lower, pulling back, and blowing off back, right back where we started at the beginning of the month. Signal days, signals on the day, higher time frame selling, market in breakout. Markets only do 3 things. I'm just looking for the same money-making setups over and over and over again. I'm not looking for trades. If I'm looking for the exact same setups over and over again, which is why I say to traders, stop taking losing trades, I'm looking for the same winning playbook setups. Daily process, what setup are you hunting? What signals put those instruments on your watch list? How does price behave on the day? Now we'll look at an example of where we had a fantastic signal on an instrument that gave traders an opportunity in an earlier session. And how did it play out in the US window? So we're going to have low-hanging fruit. We're going to have markets moving in Asia and in London. But the same simple templates show up again and again and again. We have our US daily chart that gave us a signal day on Monday, the opening range. What was the signal? It closed in breakout. Monday, the opening range closed in breakout, putting this instrument on traders' watch list. Now, we bring this chart up over and over again. I like to short markets that close in breakout to the long direction or pump days against a downward broken out market. But I'm just hunting out A triple plus, A double plus, and A plus opportunities. Now, why am I looking for signal days? Because markets that close in breakout on the daily time frame are either going to continue to trend or they're going to give me a reversal setup. A trader yesterday commented, well, you never talk about what happens session to session and explain things. I'm looking for markets that break out and fail. There's nothing to explain about session to session. I'm looking for pump, coil, and dump. Read the bottom line. Keep it simple. I'm looking for pump, coil, and dump setups. That the market is either set up in New York or it's not, or the train has left the station, and then my next go-to setup is the low-hanging fruit. If I do, is it a triple plus, a double plus, or an A plus session nail and bail opportunity? The whole thesis is that if I have a reversal setup, the breakout is going to fail. Our signal is close and breakout. We have a signal on the day. We trigger new breakouts. London traders get the trade entry. My next go-to thesis then is the low-hanging fruit continuation. But let's just back this up and think simple. A couple of key things again, major round numbers. We have 50. We've talked about the higher time frame. Let's bring this chart together and just have a look at what our setup thesis is. We have our low of week level. We have potentially a market that has closed in breakout on a new week, new timing cycle. Monday, the opening range closing in breakout. We have 3 levels, 3 distinct levels, 50 to 25, 25 to 0, 0 to 75. Pump, coil, the market has broken down already heading into the US window. Traders from the masterclass will recognize that you can only trade in one direction. We have another breakout. Markets are either going to break out, pull back, and continue to trend, break out, reverse, and fail, or stay in a trading range. We have a market that has continued to break down lower lows, pumped up at the end of our 12 candle window, giving traders the pin hammer on a 15-minute chart. Again, as your skill set dictates and you get better at identifying and executing these trades, getting in and scaling in at the level for the blow off. That's a session trade for me now. I'm going to adjust my position size. If I'm on the first part of that move, if I'm in the New York session up top, now we're scaling in. We have the A double plus. But the opportunity in the New York window is the low-hanging fruit session trend continuation, locking in the money level to level on our higher daily time frame for a parabolic blow off. Have our higher time frame levels, we have the A triple plus opportunity, high of week to low of week opportunity. I want to emphasize simplicity. I'm looking for the exact same setups every single week over and over and over again. I could care less what the instrument is. I'm looking for pump, coil, and dump. Now, I also talk about looking for a backside opportunity on the metals every week because I like Asia. Asia offers some fantastic opportunities. There's no major red news. And oftentimes, we can have a backside parabolic explosive trade setup for easy free cash. Now, again, I'll repeat to traders, what setup are you hunting? We have a market that pumped up, front side of our new month, back up into higher time frame selling. We had higher time frame selling up top. The market broke down. Just going back to what I said earlier, draw the first day of month high and low levels. Again, an example of where a market broke out, reversed, and went in the opposite direction. We went back up into higher time frame selling, broke down. Higher level longs are trapped up top. We had a pump day on Wednesday, the midpoint range of the week, day 1, day 2, day 3. How does price set up on the day? I really want to emphasize to traders, I am not trying to read markets, predict, count pushes, or anything else. We have our opening range, a $100 box. That's our opening range. The market continues to trade to the bottom of our opening range on Tuesday, day 2. Wednesday, day 3, the market blows off higher in London and offering traders a fantastic reversal setup from major round numbers in our New York window. A day 3 reversal trade. Opening range, initial balance, there's our box. I want you to think really, really simple. I'm looking for pump, coil, and dump opportunities. Let me repeat this over and over again. I'm looking for the same setup over and over and over again. Is it a triple plus, a double plus, or an A plus opportunity? Now we have a pump into the close that continues right off the bat into the open of the new day. We just said a moment ago we had a box. We may have higher time frame selling coming into the open of our Asian window. We draw our levels. We already have our major round numbers up top. We can draw the low of the US window. Why? Because that's where the pump started from when we closed the day and started the new day. Pump, coil, does it dump into our Asian window? What was the signal? It's Thursday, day 2 on the back side of the week. Keep everything simple. We have our trap volume above. We have a market that is now breaking down. Traders can either scale in, take a starter position, just take an entry. They can add for the low-hanging fruit blow-off, level to level. Same setups over and over and over again. Same things happen over and over and over again. Why? Because all markets, every single one of them, only do 3 things. And understanding that 2 to 3 of these scalable opportunities a week can significantly compound your trading account. And then not engaging in other random, impulsive, degenerate potentially self-sabotaging behavior in between, looking for trades, reading every zigzag, push, premium discount, array, draw on liquidity, inversion, imbalance, block, gap, sweep, hunt, trying to catch every zig and zag, or focus on scalable rinse and repeat opportunities. 1 or 2 rinse and repeat money-making setups, and don't do anything else in between. When I say keep it simple, I mean keep it very, very simple. I am looking for pump, coil, and dump trade setups. Rinse and repeat. The only variable is the trader. Have a great day, and may the markets go with you.